If you're a homeowner who's been thinking of selling for top dollar, but you've been incredibly nervous about where you're going to go next without overpaying or getting into a crazy bidding war, fear no more. Home supply is up a whopping 42% since May, and price reductions are up 131%. You might be asking yourself at this point, what exactly does that mean? Keep watching and I will explain. My name is Carrie Nelson. I'm a realtor with West USA. I am located in the West Valley Phoenix suburbs. I do service Phoenix and all of the surrounding areas. I'm actually licensed to sell anywhere in the entire state of Arizona. So for all of your Arizona real estate needs, I got you. And if you're not located in Arizona, but you're looking for an amazing realtor in your area who could help you buy, sell, or even rent, please feel free to reach out to me. I do network with realtors all across the nation and all across the entire world, and I would love to connect you with a local expert in your area who can help you. It appears as though the mad rush that was brought on by COVID a little over a year ago is finally coming to an end. It was only a couple of months ago that we were down to 2 weeks of home inventory, and now we're back up to 24 days, which is exactly where we were in August of last year. With that being said, we are still in a seller's market, and an aggressive one at that, but where you might have had 20 offers just a couple of months ago as a seller, you now have maybe 5 to 10, and it might take your home a little bit longer to get an offer. For the buyers out there, we have hit our normal season cool down where the market just cools off a bit with school starting and everyone getting back into a routine, getting the hang of things, and this generally lasts from now through the end of the year. As a home buyer, this means more options. As I mentioned, there are now more homes coming onto the market and less overall competition. August is when we usually see the least amount of listings on the market with everything that is sold over the summer, and then things start to cool off a bit. But this year, we're trending in a different direction. The reason for this is more sellers are seeing the opportunity to cash out while the market is high and their home value is there. Like I've mentioned before, we don't see home values decreasing anytime soon because there is nothing to indicate the market needing to drop, but home values are not expected to appreciate in value as much as they have over the past 6 or so months. Interest rates have also recently dropped just a touch, so if you are not in the market to buy or sell, but you haven't had the opportunity to refinance yet, it might be a good time to look into doing that while interest rates are still low. I've also noticed that a lot of buyers who were in the market at the beginning of the year have actually bowed out over the summer, and so there's a lot less overall competition, which means a little bit more breathing room for buyers and buyers agents. My advice for buyers in this current market, if you have told yourself that you're waiting for home prices to drop, you're doing yourself a disservice because there is no indication of that happening anytime soon, especially with Phoenix being the hottest real estate market in the entire nation. The 2020 census results are in, and Buckeye has been named the fastest growing city in the entire United States. Obviously, there's still a lot of demand for people to be moving to the Metro Phoenix area, and when there's high buyer demand, there is pretty much no reason for home prices to drop, which I cannot predict the future, and we live in crazy times right now, so who knows what can happen a week or 2 weeks from now. But as of now, home prices are not projected to decrease anytime within the next 18 months. With more houses coming onto the market and fewer active buyers in the market to buy right now, it's a really good time to reach out to a reputable mortgage lender, see what you qualify for, and start narrowing down your options for your home search. I do want to add that it's totally free. There are no strings attached when you reach out to a lender to see how much house you qualify for. So even if it's something that you've been thinking of, now is definitely a good time to do that while things have cooled off just a bit. For the sellers out there, if you have been watching my videos, you know that I touched on home affordability a little bit last month and how this is affecting the real estate market on the selling side. Last month when I had filmed, experts were predicting that home affordability would fall to 57, when in reality it fell to 56. Normal range for Phoenix is anywhere between 60 to 75. So once it gets below 60, we're trending in the wrong direction. What this 56 number means is that a household making the median family income of $79,000 per year could only afford 56% of what sold in the second quarter of 2021 in the Metro Phoenix area. The last time we were in the same position was October of 2018, and the real estate market immediately responded with an annual appreciation drop of 10% all the way down to 4% in just 3 months. Since June, we've gone from a 32% annual appreciation down to 28%, and this number keeps dropping because there are fewer buyers willing to pay the initial price that sellers are asking for. My advice for sellers who are in this market, and I say this with my whole heart, pricing right is so freaking important. A few months ago, pricing was more like a guessing game when fair market value and appraisal values didn't matter as much because there were more buyers in the market who were able to afford more of the inventory and were willing to pay crazy prices just to get a home. If your home is a slam dunk, it's got a pool, it's been recently upgraded, it's in a great location, has a great yard, you will still likely get above asking value if you are pricing it right. On the flip side, if your home doesn't tick these boxes and you're asking for a price that's above fair market value, it is probably going to sit. Weekly price reductions have risen 131% since May, and the average price drop is about $14,000. Typically, we see price drops of about $5,000 before homes go under contract. Unfortunately, it seems as though there are still a lot of realtors out there who aren't wanting to give their clients the reality check that the market is not what it was a few months ago, or maybe they just don't know what's going on in the current market enough to be giving their sellers the right advice. When you price a home below fair market value, you are more likely to get more offers in a shorter period of time, and you are more likely to have a bidding war ensue. When you price your home at fair market value, you may not have as much opportunity for a bidding war, but you are a lot more likely to get your home sold quickly. When you price your home above fair market value, not only are you appealing to a smaller group of buyers who are willing or even able to afford that inflated price, but statistically speaking, the longer your home sits on the market, the less likely you are to get that inflated price anyway. And let me tell you something that I've learned over the past 6 to 9 months. Buyers in this current market are kind of jaded. And if your home sits on the market for more than a couple of weeks, they assume it's either overpriced or there's something wrong with it, and they're less likely to even come take a look. And coming from someone who just sold their home a few months ago in this crazy market, but with small kids and pets at home, trying to keep my home clean while we were selling our house was extra stressful, and I just wanted to make sure we got an offer as quickly as possible. When you price right from the very beginning, you're more likely to attract a larger pool of buyers who are willing and able to afford your house. You're more likely to get it sold for your asking price, maybe even above still in this market, and you're more likely to get it sold quickly so you can stress less. If you have any questions at all about the Phoenix real estate market, or if you're looking to buy or sell sometime within the next 6 months, please feel free to reach out to me. I would be happy to provide some clarity around whatever it is that you are needing assistance with. As you can see, I take a lot of pride and I put a lot of time and effort every single week into making sure that I'm staying current with market trends. I know what's going on the buying side. I know what's going on the selling side, so I can provide my clients the best possible experience and make sure that I'm giving you the upper hand, whether you're buying or you're selling. When I first got into real estate, the market didn't shift very dramatically, or it took a longer period of time for it to shift. But over the past 12 or so months, the market changes very dramatically on a month-to-month basis. It's super important to make sure you're working with a realtor who knows and understands what your game plan is so they can point you in the right direction, and you need to make sure that you're working with a realtor who knows their shit. With that being said, no matter who you work with, make sure you're doing your due diligence, you're looking up their sales, or you're asking for a track record of their previous sales so you can make sure that your realtor is reputable and they're not just BSing you into thinking that they're reputable. When you choose to work with me as your realtor, we're in this together, and I'm here every step of the way to provide you with the support you need, the resources you need, my experiences, and expert advice that can only come from staying current with market trends. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. Keep those real estate questions coming, and please like, comment, or share with someone who you think could benefit from knowing what's going on in the real estate market. I definitely haven't been on social media the past couple of months as much as I was before as far as posting goes. I feel like I kind of post and upload to my Instagram stories and Facebook stories. So if you're not there, you're probably not seeing me as much, and I apologize. I am beginning to revamp things again and come up with some new ways and fresh ideas to connect with you guys. So stay tuned for some more of that coming soon. Anyway, I will be back next month with your September real estate market update to let you guys know what's going on with the market then. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys on the next video.